I want to raise that question first. Has the opposition found its voice? Ami Yagnik, we saw Rahul Gandhi today come out all guns blazing, claiming that the Prime Minister, Home Minister are involved in a stock market scam, claiming that the crash was orchestrated and that you had the exit polls also being decided by the government in power. Is Rahul Gandhi now going to go for the offensive? Is this the way? Is this going to be shoot and scoot like it was in the past? Or are you going to base it on hard data, hard evidence now that you have so many MPs in Parliament?
Rajdeep, your question is very significant because last several years also, Rahul Gandhi has been raising these questions, and there has not been any scooting or some kind of just shooting in the air. Everything was backed by data, and every time the issue was taken up, I do not want to take up all the issues today, but of course, yes, the JPC was demanded even last time during the last parliamentary tenure.
Rahul Gandhi says Prime Minister, Home Minister behind it. In the past, he said the Adanis are, he kept targeting the Adanis, wanted a JPC allegedly into the Hindenburg case. I just want to know, is Rahul Gandhi simply now, after this kind of verdict with 99 seats, hoping that you will from day one try and gherao the Prime Minister? Is that the aim?
No, not from day one. Before day one, the question is being asked.
Okay, I'm having a little problem with your audio. I'll try and come. But Riju Dutta, since the Trinamool Congress was the first party to raise this issue, claiming that there is a direct link between exit polls and stock market when they went up, when they went down. Do you want to respond? Is this simply about trying and gherowing the Prime Minister now that the BJP doesn't have a majority on its own?
No, absolutely not. See, Rajdeep, the exit polls are an absolute scam. You guys did it. Every other people did it. Your pollster was seen crying on live TV. And after the exit poll, we have seen, you can search your archive also, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister talking about how this will affect the share market and how the share market will be booming. So there is some Ghotala in all this. But the moot point, what you asked, is the opposition on the front foot. Yes, offense is the best defense. We have fought these people who have enforced their brute majority to choke the voice of the dissent. We have fought them on the streets. We have fought them on the road. We have fought them on the ground. And we have defeated them. And now we are not going to give them an inch.
No. All this is rhetoric. I want to know specific.
The ruling dispensation.
Go into specific. When you make serious charges, when you all make serious charges that the Prime Minister, Home Minister involved in a stock market scam, you need to give hard. You're going to have to back that up. Are you calling for a SEBI inquiry, SEBI investigation? What are you calling for?
See, the Congress party has called it JPC. Trinamool Congress has not yet declared what our demands are, but Trinamool Congress can officially say that the exit polls are a scam. The Prime Minister in his all these fancy pre-edited interviews that he gave before the polls, he categorically mentioned when the results will come out on 4th, you will see what happens to the share market. After the exit polls came out, the share market boomed. And after the results came out, the share market fell by 6,000 points and 45 lakh crore of money of the general public of India was lost. Who's responsible? The Prime Minister, as the Premier of this country, has to take responsibility, and the buck has to stop with him.
The BJP lost the election. The BJP lost a majority in the election. Does that mean that the stock market is controlled? You seem to almost suggest that the BJP is responsible for their majority being lost, and hence the investors have to be careful. How is the government responsible if they don't get a majority and the stock market reacts in the way it does?
The government is responsible for everything. The government was responsible after their 303 brute majority by bulldozing laws in the parliament, controlling the media, trying to hypnotize the public of this country with all the fake religious narratives. Now what has happened, Rajdeep, and you know this, that in the parliament, the union government is answerable to the opposition, and they should answer to the people of this country. Now they do not have that majority. Now there is no Modi Sarkar. It's a Mili-Juli Sarkar.
Okay.
एक अकेला जो सब पे भारी था, he scratches now and he has to answer now.
Okay,
He has
okay,
to answer.
okay, Riju Dutta,
Why
Riju
this
Dutta, you
happened?
made your point. Now let Sanju Verma answer since she's being encircled by both you and Ami Yagni. Sanju Verma, first attack of this, even before the government is sworn in, stock market scam. How do you respond to this? Because some of the numbers which are given clearly suggest a crores of investors have lost crores of rupees.
You know, Rajdeep, let me be very clear. I heard Riju Dutta going hammer and tongs at the union government. Let me correct him. And I'm not going to be humble. तीसरी बार भी मोदी सरकार ही शपथ लेगी 9 जून को. So please learn to digest the unpalatable truth. And since you're sitting here and saying Mili Juli Sarkar, after being in power for 10 years, we are still at 240 seats. After being in power for 10 years, the Congress was reduced to 44 seats in 2014, 52 seats in 2019. And if I take that they are today at 99, that still means that 2014, 2019 plus 2024, Congress's overall tally is still 195 seats, much lower than BJP's standalone tally of 240 seats in one single Lok Sabha 2024 election. इसलिए यहाँ बैठकर मोदी सरकार को भाषण मत दीजिए, पहली बात. Now let me come to the moot point. Stock market scam, says Rahul Gandhi. I want to tell you one thing, Rajdeep, very quickly, because I have worked in the stock markets, you know, as an investment banker, selling equities, derivatives to foreign investors, selling the India story. So I can say with a lot of confidence, I know more about stock markets than virtually anybody else on this panel here, with full humility. What was the market capitalization of the BSE in 2013-14? It was 92 lakh crore. And after the volatility that we've seen in the last 72 hours, as we speak now, the market capitalization of the BSE is still 426 lakh crore, which means in the last 10 years, under the Modi government, the market capitalization has risen by 334 lakh crore. 334 lakh crore has been added to the wealth of retail investors, to the wealth of high net worth individuals, and to the wealth of corporates. So, pehli baat, if you are going to talk about 30 lakh crore, I will remind you about 334 lakh crore. Point number one. Rahul Gandhi, I want to ask you one question. Do you remember the date? The day was 25th January 2023. The Hindenburg research report had come out. One day prior to that, on January 24th, 2023, the Adani Group had a market cap of more than 21 lakh crore. Within a few hours of the Hindenburg report being released, the Adani Group stocks lost more than 10 lakh crore in market capitalization. Did Rahul Gandhi apologize to the retail investors who invested in Adani Wilmar, Adani Enterprises, Adani Green Energy, Adani Power, Adani Ports, Adani Total?
No, how is he responsible again? You see, the problem here is that there is a distinction. You cannot use, you're using a very poor analogy, ma'am. No, you can't. No, madam, you can't. How is what happened with Hindenburg equated to what happened just before the elections? They are claiming that there is a connect. Just a minute. They are claiming exit polls come out on a Friday. The markets therefore pump up on a Monday with the belief that the government will reach 400 par, and then they crash the next day when the reality actually comes of much lower numbers.
Can I please finish?
Yeah, please, quickly.
I'm very politely asking you, can I finish my point?
Yes, please.
Why does this always happen? Are you saying everything that Riju Dutta said is the gospel truth?
I have not said that. Madam, I have not said that. You drew an analogy between Hindenburg and this. Where is the comparison?
Can I finish, Rajdeep Sardesai?
Yeah, but please, let's keep the volume low. Let's keep the volume low.
I will keep the volume low if you extend the same courtesy that you extend to the other side.
I will ensure that.
And this is not being offensive.
I will ensure that,
ma'am. Please do not make this about you and me. Now,
I will ensure that.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I will now tell you why I brought up the Hindenburg issue. Because please understand, Rajdeep, Rahul Gandhi was not taking pot shots at Adani, and I'm not a spokesperson for Adani. I don't care. But Rahul Gandhi said, Adani to sirf bahana hai. The State Bank of India, which is a public sector bank, LIC, which is basically owned by and large by the government, these two were lending recklessly to the Adani Group, and that is why they are making losses. People who have deposited money in SBI or have deposited money in LIC or taken out LIC premiums, these people are going to suffer. And do you know something? I saw so many journalists, I was there on every debate, they would ask me questions on Adani. Not a single journalist asked Rahul Gandhi, why are you blaming State Bank of India, which was a loss-making bank in 2014 under the Congress? Today, State Bank of India makes annual profits of more than 65,000 crore. Not a single journalist asked Rahul Gandhi that the very LIC, whose credibility you are undermining, today has an asset base of more than $500 billion and is the fourth largest insurer in the world.
Let her finish.
Today, LIC, Rajdeep, you will be very happy to know as an Indian, forget our political ideologies. Before coming on your debate, I was very happy to know, can I just finish in 10 seconds? I was happy to know that something which has never happened in post-independent India, and your audience needs to hear this, you will be very proud of the Modi government. Today, there are 3 Indian banks which are amongst the top 50 globally. State Bank of India with a market cap of more than $786 billion, ICICI Bank with a market cap of $300 billion, and HDFC Bank with a market cap of more than $487 billion.
How is this connected, madam? Madam, sorry. Now I've given you a free run, but the question that you have asked is the allegations are specific to what has happened between Friday, which was the last phase of polling, and what has happened on Tuesday when the results came out. That is what I want to understand. There is a sense that there is a chronology there according to the opposition.
There is no chronology.
Okay.